It's so nice, but I know not everyone agrees. Some people do like the colder weather. Those people do exist.
Yeah.
But that is also in the forecast, just not today. Today we did make it to 80 degrees at DFW. Normally, though, the high should be at about 56 degrees, so it was unusually warm. But the record, it was actually 88 degrees. That was set back in 1955, and we weren't quite close to that. We were, of course, rain-free, but we also have rain in the forecast. This is our Fort Worth camera, and the holiday lights and even just the regular lights, they're nice on this camera. It is a nice evening, though, to go out and look at some of those holiday lights. You know, over the next few days, we're going to keep this weather pattern going. Temperatures stay in the low 80s. Tomorrow afternoon for Christmas Day, we are forecasting a high now of 81 degrees. The record is 82, so we're going to get really close to that. On Friday, 83 degrees is what we're going with, and the record is 83. That was from back in 2008. On Saturday, we're still going to stick with the low 80s, 82 degrees specifically, and the record is also 82 on that day from back in 2005. Now, we are also tracking that cold front. So again, if you do like the cooler weather, it's just right around the corner. The cold front comes in sometime Sunday late afternoon, early evening. So temperatures will be in the 60s on Sunday, which is a big difference. But on Monday, that's when that colder air finally moves in. Now we're talking about temperatures in the upper 40s. That's going to be 6 degrees below normal. And then on Tuesday, temperatures go up a little bit, but we still technically stay below normal. We're also tracking some rain chances, but not for your Christmas Day. This is going to be tomorrow evening. So Christmas evening, still looking at mostly clear skies. Temperatures will be in the 70s and 80s. And then on Friday, more of the same. In fact, on Friday, we could see a little bit more sun. But on Saturday, clouds start to increase out ahead of our next storm system that will be moving through. So that's going to be Saturday at 7 o'clock, and it looks like we're going to see partly to maybe even mostly cloudy skies. The cold front, though, still way off in the northwest. It starts to make its way through Oklahoma during the day on Sunday, but by Sunday evening, it looks like that's when it's actually going to be moving through the Metroplex. So North Texas, the latest data still brings in that chance of rain, maybe a few thunderstorms, not expecting severe weather. But nonetheless, this has been our first chance of some decent rain in quite some time. So this cold front's going to move in on Sunday evening. By Sunday evening, we're still going to have that rain around. By Sunday night, it looks like the rain moves out. So over the next several days, we really only have that one chance of seeing any rain, at least at this point. And on Sunday, I'm still going to keep the coverage pretty low, only about 20%, because we are still several days out. So we'll fine tune the forecast as we get a little bit closer. Could go up, it could go down. For your Christmas Day, though, just kind of planning out the afternoon, starting out in the morning, temperatures in the low 60s. The wind starts to pick up in the afternoon. It does become breezy, but with it being out of the south and west, that's really going to push temperatures over the edge. So we're going to be back in the low 80s for tomorrow. For tonight, pretty pleasant. We're only dropping to about 60 degrees tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon, with lots of sunshine and a breezy southwest wind, we are looking at that high of 81 degrees. We stay in the low 80s for Friday and Saturday. Cold front comes in on Sunday. We drop down into the 60s, but upper 40s expected on Monday. We're in the low 50s by Tuesday. New Year's Eve, low 60s. We stay in the low 60s on Thursday. The second half of that 14-day, you can see temperatures kind of up and down a little bit, but they're still going to be above normal. And we also now have several chances of rain. We'll see if it holds.